Hi everyone, this is Pokemon Trainer Chris. How are you? It's super nice to see you. I've had some vacation and haven't had much time for Pokemon TCG, but I was back at League this week and it was super fun. Even if I could feel that I hadn't played in a while, it was a bit rough, but that's okay. So I brought my Fusion Mew deck and the Tinkaton deck that I'm trying to build. It went well playing the Fusion Mew deck, no issues. I even got to use Path to the Peak to block Drapion, so happy about that. But my poor Tinkaton deck was not doing too hot. It was really rough. I can't remember where I found the deck list that I used, but it wasn't good. But I got some feedback on how I could improve it, so yeah, I'm gonna go through that. Played against Chimpao and Miraidon. Both of them are decks that use like that energy shuffling, you know, to build up energy and do major attacks, which is pretty bad for both Mew and Tinkaton, really. In the deck I played at League, I had a Feebas and Milotic, which has an interesting idea. Because with the Tinkaton EX deck, you want to build up a big hand so that the EX can do a lot of damage, and you don't want to lose that hand with like having to shuffle in and possibly draw fewer cards than you had, which would be a bummer. But I didn't get to use them a single time. There was like several times that I hoped my opponent would help my useless hand that I was stuck with. So yeah, that's the first thing I'm gonna cut. But I do love them though, so it would be cool to actually get to use them in something. In the deck, I also had a bunch of Zinnia's Resolve and Colress Experiment. They do draw cards, but they also make me lose cards. Like, for Colress, I have to put some cards in the Lost Zone, and on Zinnia, I have to discard cards to draw cards. So maybe I could just use one of the friends in Galar Sinnoh Hisui cards instead. Like, that's a supporter, and it just draw cards. I don't know, it makes sense in my head. Because the deck doesn't use the Lost Zone function that you get from Colress. So one thing I didn't have though was the Battle VIP pass. I got recommended to at least have 3 of them. Like, it makes sense, but I just felt like I had so many other cards that were gonna grab me basic Pokemon, and I definitely had too many basic Pokemons, but I've made some adjustments now and I have the Battle VIP pass. Also got recommended to add a couple of reversal energies, which helps you if you have more prize cards than your opponent, and it's on a Pokemon that does not have a rule box, like EXVs have rule boxes. So this would be relevant for like the regular Tinkaton, not the Tinkaton EX that I have in the deck. Then the last suggestion I got was to add Gardevoir and use Shining Arcana to get a bigger hand and power up the attack of Tinkaton EX. At League, my deck only had Ralts and Kirlia, and with Kirlia you have to discard a card to get 2 cards, so it makes sense. It just I wanted to avoid another 2-stage evolution, but we'll see how it goes. Maybe it will work well. One thing I did struggle with was finding enough of like the correct Pokemon. I got the basic usually covered, but like the evolutions was pretty hard to find. So I was thinking maybe Jacq from Scarlet and Violet could be a good solution or good option for that. Also, I definitely needed more energy than what I played at League. So yeah, I've done some adjustments and I made a new list at the Pokemon TCG Live. I've added the list here in the description, and I will do some test runs and report back on how it's going. But before I end today, I have some goodies to show. So first off, do you have the app Pokemon TV? Because I'm a big fan of it, and it's a great app that lets you watch episodes from the Pokemon series and the movies. Some things are time limited, which is a bummer. So I wanted to mention that you can watch the Pokemon, the movie 2000, The Power of One, what a name, until August 4th, because I got an Ancient Mew with a swirl, which was what I wanted, at the League this week. This was the promo that was given out when the Pokemon, the movie 2000 was released. yeah, I have a sealed one already, but I really wanted one with the swirl, and I'm super happy. So the second card I actually got it before my vacation, but I had to show it off because I'm so happy with it. He's one. I think you can see it. Yeah. So I played Pokemon Scarlet and I adore Koraidon. I also really liked Ideni, so it was a must-have. I was actually planning on getting it for my birthday, but I got a really good deal, so I just had to jump on it when I got the chance. The last two things I wanted to show was these cuties. These are Eevees dressed in Glaceon and Sylveon ponchos, and they are really, really adorable. My friend Sims from Singapore helped me get them from the Pokémon Center in Singapore, and I'm so super happy. I'm gonna link their YouTube in the description. Thank you so much for helping me get them. So yeah, it's been a great vacation. It's been great coming back at League. I'm excited to start practicing more again. And let me know if you have any thoughts about the Fusion Mew deck or the Tinkaton EX deck. Next week is like the first seasons of League Challenge here locally. I am excited and nervous. I don't feel super prepared against all the decks that people are playing right now, but it's okay. I'm gonna learn, have fun, and see what else I can build. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Have a great week, and don't forget to think outside the lost box.